Here's something most men don't realize. Chasing a woman rarely leads to the outcome you're hoping for. I know the conventional wisdom says, pursue her, show her you're serious. Don't give up. But here's the reality. When you're doing all the chasing, you're setting yourself up for an unbalanced relationship from the very beginning. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't show interest. I'm not saying you shouldn't make an effort. But there's a big difference between showing genuine interest and chasing someone who's not meeting you halfway. So today, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why chasing women is a bad idea, and I'm also going to explain why some women make you chase them in the first place. Before we get to the 3 reasons, let's talk about why this happens. There are really 2 main reasons why a woman might make you chase her. Reason 1, she's not that into you. I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. When a woman is genuinely interested, she makes it easy. She's available, she responds, she engages, she meets you halfway. But if you're always the one initiating, always the one pursuing, always the one putting in the effort, chances are you're not her top choice. She might have other options, and she's keeping you around as a backup. Reason 2, she's been hurt before and she's being cautious. Some women have been through difficult relationships. They've been let down, betrayed, or mistreated. So they put up walls. They make you work for it because they want to be sure you're serious. Now, I understand that. But here's the thing. Making someone prove themselves over and over isn't a healthy foundation for a relationship. It creates a dynamic where one person is always working harder than the other. And that brings us to the 3 reasons why you should never chase women. Reason number 1, it diverts your attention from what really matters. Gentlemen, at this stage of life, your focus should be on you. Your health, your goals, your peace of mind, your purpose. If you're spending all your time, energy, and mental bandwidth chasing a woman who's not giving you clear signals of interest, you're taking that energy away from the things that actually matter. Think about it. How much time have you spent texting someone who barely responds? How many hours have you spent planning dates for someone who keeps canceling? How much emotional energy have you invested in someone who's keeping you at arm's length? That time and energy could be going toward improving your health, building your finances, strengthening your relationships with family and friends, pursuing hobbies and interests that bring you joy. Here's the reality. When you focus on yourself, when you invest in your own growth, your own well-being, your own happiness, you become more attractive. Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. And here's the beautiful part. When you stop chasing and start building yourself up, the right woman will notice. She'll be drawn to your confidence, your stability, your sense of purpose. You won't have to chase her. She'll want to be part of what you're building. So stop chasing women. Start chasing your dreams, your goals, your best life. The right partner will come alongside you when you're focused on the right things. Reason number 2, it makes you look desperate and it doesn't feel good. Here's something I need you to understand. When you chase someone who's not interested, you come across as desperate, and that's not attractive to anyone. Now, I'm not saying this to hurt your feelings. I'm saying it because I care about you, and I want you to protect your dignity. Let me share a story. I once worked with a gentleman who spent months pursuing a woman who had made it very clear she wasn't interested. She'd told him multiple times in different ways that she didn't see a future with him. But he kept calling, kept texting, kept showing up. He thought that if he just tried hard enough, she'd eventually come around. Gentlemen, that's not persistence. That's desperation. And it doesn't work. Here's the truth. If a woman is genuinely interested in you, she won't make you beg for her attention. She won't keep you guessing. She won't play games. But if she's constantly pulling away, constantly giving you mixed signals, constantly making you feel like you have to work overtime just to get a few minutes of her time, that's not interest. That's disinterest. And when you keep pushing after someone has made it clear they're not interested, you're not showing strength. You're showing a lack of self-respect. You deserve better than that. You deserve someone who sees your value and responds to it. Someone who's excited to spend time with you. Someone who doesn't make you feel like you're begging for scraps of attention. So if you're getting clear signals that she's not interested, if she's canceling plans, not responding to your messages, avoiding spending time with you, walk away. It's not giving up, it's choosing yourself. And that takes more courage than chasing someone who doesn't want to be caught. Reason number 3, you set a precedent you can't maintain. Here's something most men don't think about. However you start a relationship is how you'll be expected to continue it. If you chase a woman, pursue her relentlessly, put her on a pedestal, and make her feel like she's the prize you had to win, guess what? She's going to expect that level of effort for the entire relationship. Think about it. If you're always the one initiating dates, always the one making sacrifices, always the one putting in the extra effort just to keep her interested, that dynamic doesn't change once you're together. It intensifies. You'll be the one working overtime to maintain the relationship. You'll be the one making all the compromises. You'll be the one constantly proving yourself. And over time, that gets exhausting. I've seen men burn out trying to maintain the same level of intensity they started with. They feel like they're always giving and never receiving. They feel like they're constantly working to keep someone happy who never seems satisfied. That's not a partnership. That's a one-sided relationship, and it's not sustainable. Here's what I want you to understand. A healthy relationship is built on mutual interest and mutual effort. Both people should be investing. Both people should be showing up. Both people should be excited to be together. If you're doing all the work from the beginning, that imbalance will follow you through the entire relationship. So don't start what you can't finish. Don't set a precedent where you're always the one chasing, always the one proving yourself, always the one working harder. Show interest, yes. Be clear about your intentions, absolutely. But don't chase someone who's not meeting you halfway. Because the right woman, she won't make you chase her. She'll walk alongside you. So there you have it. 3 clear reasons why you should never chase women. It diverts your attention from what really matters, your own growth and well-being. It makes you look desperate and damages your self-respect. And it sets a precedent for an unbalanced relationship that will drain you over time. Now, I want to be clear about something. I'm not telling you to play games. I'm not telling you to be distant or cold or manipulative. I'm telling you to value yourself enough to walk away from situations where you're not being valued in return. You don't have to beg for someone's attention. You don't have to convince someone to see your worth. The right person will see it without you having to prove it over and over again. And here's the thing. When you stop chasing and start focusing on yourself, something interesting happens. You become more attractive. You become more confident. You become someone people want to be around. Not because you're playing hard to get, but because you're genuinely invested in your own life, and that's magnetic. Gentlemen, at this stage of life, you've worked hard. You've built a life. You've earned the right to be with someone who appreciates you without you having to beg for it. You deserve a partner who's excited to be with you, someone who meets you halfway, someone who values your time, your effort, and your presence. If you're currently chasing someone who's not giving you that, I'm giving you permission to walk away. Not because you're giving up on love, but because you're choosing to respect yourself. And when you do that, the right person will show up. Someone who doesn't make you chase, someone who walks alongside you, someone who sees your value and treasures it. If this video helped you see things more clearly, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future content. And drop a comment below. Tell me, have you ever chased someone who wasn't interested? How did it turn out? I'd love to hear from you.